Well, today I have the absolute pleasure of speaking with Skye Brewer. She's one of two chairs that chaired the Heroes and Handbags Heroes for Children event this past spring. Skye, welcome to Dallas Social Cafe.
Thank you for having me.
Well, I have so much to talk to you about because this was an amazing event. I got to attend. I was so happy to do that this year and participate. So you and Jennifer Dix chaired this event and you raised a boatload of money, and I'm so excited because I think it was probably the most successful event ever for Heroes for Children, and I'm so thrilled for the charity. So tell me about how you changed up this event for the 10-year anniversary.
Well, traditionally it's been a luncheon, as you know, because you've chaired it and I chaired it one year as well. It is always been kind of a see and be seen, really fun, really great event for the ladies. But this year we were trying to celebrate 10 years of Heroes for Children. And we felt like we needed to do a few things. One, we needed to have it in the evening so we could have the men come and actually see what goes on with this whole handbag auction, people fighting all over handbags, but also we wanted to really have a party to celebrate Larissa and Jenny. What they did 10 years ago is extraordinary, having lost their own children and honestly able to get up out of bed in the morning, much less go on and start Heroes for Children, this organization that helps families who have children battling cancer. And we just wanted it to be a celebration of them, their cause, and what they've done in the past 10 years. This organization has raised over $5 million.
It's amazing. I think that's just absolutely amazing.
It's extraordinary. And we also kind of wanted to take it up a notch. We wanted to have dancing and a great dinner, and we had really tremendous entertainment with Dan Dunn, and we also wanted to take the level of the bags up a little bit. So we said this year we're going to have 100 bags. We tried to have each bag be around $1,000 in value or higher. But certainly or have a great story behind it, or some sort of great reason why it was in the auction, and we achieved that as well. So people were really, really excited, and I think had a great time.
Well, Heroes and Handbags has always been one of my favorite events as a luncheon, and I think as a dinner it was even more fun. And of course, I think the guys had a great time this year, and I think they enjoyed it. Some of the guys were able to get in on the action this year because you had some unique gifts or from experiences. So let's talk about the Cowboys experience. I believe you had one of those, and you had some trips. So.
We did. We had the Cowboys experience with Roger Staubach, which was super fun. And then, of course, the one that has done so well was the experience with Zach Brown, the Zach Brown Band.
That's right. How could I forget that?
Which I just saw they're going to be on Saturday Night Live next week. So, I mean, people are thrilled about them.
Perfect
just
timing.
Really, yeah, perfect timing. So, you know, there was some worry that, okay, is this an event that guys are going to want to come to? And they had a ball.
They did. I will say that because my husband thought, why do I want to go to a place where we're going to have to see you buy handbags? And then he just really enjoyed the camaraderie with the other gentlemen, and then they did get into it. In fact, my husband went and bought me a bag.
See?
So it all worked out for the best.
That's right.
I didn't even have to ask permission. So.
That's right.
Well, Skye, I want to thank you so much for chairing this event and taking this on with Jennifer Dix, who's also another dear friend. And you all are both dear friends of mine, and do so much for the Dallas community, especially with regards to cancer, and this one benefiting children's cancer victims and their families. So thank you for a successful evening and a fun evening. We all had a blast, and I'm so glad that it was one of the evenings I think that you'll probably remember for the rest of your life as having something that really meant a lot to you, and that you were able to make a difference, because it's been 10 years and Heroes for Children is still going strong.
Oh, it's tremendous. Well, thanks for having me. This is great.
Well, today I'm speaking with Larissa Linton. She's the Executive Director of Heroes for Children and also the co-founder. Larissa, welcome to Dallas Social Cafe. I'm so glad to speak with you. You are also a longtime friend of mine.
Yes.
You actually got me involved with Heroes for Children several years ago when I was one of the honorary chairs with my mom, D'Andra Simmons, and it was such a wonderful experience. And thank you so much for what you do for the community and for these children. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about Heroes for Children and the Heroes and Handbags event.
So Heroes for Children, this was our 10-year anniversary this year, and so we decided to throw a big party. Typically our Heroes and Handbags event is luncheon, primarily women. This year we shook it up a bit and had a evening gala, invited the men to come, and so it was crazy. But the guys loved it, had a great time. The band was fun. It was just a great evening, and raised a record amount of money for our organization.
How do those proceeds go to Heroes for Children, as far as how do they benefit your programs and the people that you serve?
So our mission is to provide financial and social assistance to families who have a child battling cancer. And we started off helping families right here in Dallas, which is where my daughter Taylor and my co-founder Jenny's daughter Allie were treated. And as the assistance, or as the donations continued to come in, we were able to help more families and expand our assistance across Texas. And so we have a working relationship with the social workers at all the hospitals that treat children with pediatric cancer. They log into our website, fill out the application on behalf of the family, so the family really doesn't have to do any paperwork whatsoever. We receive the application, cut a check within a week's time, and it provides assistance from paying rent, mortgage, utility bills, transportation costs, and sadly even funerals a lot of times.
To wrap this up, I want to talk a little bit about if some people are watching and they want to get involved with Heroes for Children, which we hope they do want to, because it is such a wonderful charity. So let's talk about how people can find you and some different things that are coming up that they can participate in.
Okay. We have a women's auxiliary, which is great for women, a great way for women to get involved. It's called HFC Friends, and they really help with all of the social assistance side of the organization. So on top of the financial assistance we provide, we do a Valentine's dinner for the families where their mom and dad are treated to a candlelight dinner for two while their children are being cared for by professional nannies next door. We do milestone celebrations. So a lot of these kids, for instance, they might not be well enough to go to their prom, their high school graduation, or their parents might not even have the means to put on a birthday party celebration. And so the social workers come to us and ask us to help. And so these ladies really help with a lot of that side of the event. On top of that, the other events I mentioned, we're always looking for committee members. There's a million ways for people to step in and get involved. Our website is heroesforchildren.org, and we would just love to have new people get involved, and that's what it takes to really continue to grow. And we want to be here to support families for the next 10 years, and hopefully a cure for childhood cancer will be found.
Thank you so much, Larissa.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to be here.
Please tell Jenny thank you too, because she has such a special heart. I've loved getting to know her as well. Both of you all have special hearts and families that really are in it for the right reason, because you care about these kids and you care about these families. And I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, because it means a lot to me what you do for Dallas.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And we thank you for joining us. We will be right back on Dallas Social Cafe.